Hello, how you doing? Laura said you were interested in buying a harmonica and learning to play, which is obviously an excellent decision that I completely endorse. But you wanted to know what sort to get because you wanted to play boogie woogie, which is another excellent choice. If you look on any online site, you'll see basically two different choices. The first one is for a chromatic harmonica or a diatonic harmonica. A chromatic is it's got all the notes in it, all the notes at all. So you'd only ever need one harmonica, and it's like a piano. So it's got all the black notes and all the white notes, and it switches between the two by this lever on the side. So you get everything in there. And so on. It's like everything in there. It's not very easy to play. I wouldn't recommend that for a beginner. It's also not very good for rock and blues. The exception being Stevie Wonder's playing, because every time you hear a harmonica solo in Stevie Wonder's songs, it's on one of these and he's just amazing. But they're very hard to play and they're really just for playing simple tunes on, so probably not the best one to start on. The best sort to get, if you just wanted to learn, would be a diatonic harmonica, what they call a diatonic. I haven't bought one for a long time, so I'm not sure how much they cost these days, but you wouldn't have to spend a lot to get a good one. And good brands are Hohner, this is a marine band, that's a really nice one, or there's a brand called Lee Oscar. They look like, where are they? I've got a Lee Oscar in here somewhere. Here we go, Lee Oscar. He's a famous Dutch harmonica player that's put his name to a number of harmonicas. They're really nice as well. And I would have thought you could get a good harmonica for about 20 quid, to be honest. And brand doesn't matter too much. Don't get a really cheap and cheerful one because they're just horrible. They're really tacky and you can't do much with them. So just a good diatonic harmonica. And you don't want anything like a tremolo harmonica. They sound fancy, but they're too fancy to play really. Got quite a nice tone, but yeah, just get a diatonic one. They come in all different keys. So because they've got quite a restricted range of notes, they come in different keys. So this one is in C, I've got C, sorry, that's in G, I've got C, D, and I've got most of the ones. It doesn't really matter if you're just playing on your own what key you're playing in, because you can do what you like, but if you want to play along with a track or you want to play along with other musicians, you'll need to think about the keys that they're likely to play in. And if you get really seriously into it, then you end up with a harmonica in every single key and you have to carry that around with you. But it doesn't matter if you're just starting out on your own. Some keys are a little bit easier to play than others because some of the keys are like a bit high and squeaky. So I would get something in G, C, or A probably to start with. They're nice and easy keys to play. To start off, every key that it comes in determines the basic scale that it plays in. So if you just wanted to play simple tunes, this one for example is in G and it would play the notes of a G scale. So that's the key of G, and that's what it does if you just play it simply. So that's quite cool if you want to play tunes, or you can even do some chords with it. So that's all in G, and it's mostly done by blowing the main notes, blow, 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 blow. But if you wanted to play blues or boogie woogie, then you'd need to learn to play the blues scale, which is still on the same harmonica. So although this is in G, if I spend most of my time inhaling, I get blues in the key of D. And you do have to do some other cool stuff as well. You have to bend the note. So key of G, or blues in the key of D. And that's where you'd probably get your boogie woogie sound. So and that sort of stuff. So you can do that with a diatonic, with something like that costs 20 quid, and you'll get into it and have a lot of fun. So that's my recommendation. Hohner Marine Band diatonic in A, C or G, or a Lee Oscar in any of those keys, and I reckon you'll be alright and have fun.